guys! So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a thumbnail tutorial, how to make a YouTube thumbnail on your phone, because I think it's easier to do it on your phone than on a laptop. So if you would like to keep watching, here it is. So for my first thumbnail idea, I am going to be showing you how I made the thumbnail that is the thumbnail for this video. So I use Superimpose Studio. Then I found a gradient background on Google and I used it for the background of my thumbnail. Then I put some of my thumbnails that I have for some of my videos on the background. Then I added a stroke and a shadow. Then I opened Phonto. Then I typed how I edit my thumbnails and I added a stroke and a shadow. Then I added some paint streaks behind each of the words, and then it was finished. So for my next thumbnail tutorial, this is how to make thumbnails like David Dobrik makes his thumbnails. So I took a photo from David's vlogs, then I added the photo of him that he uses in like every single one of his thumbnails, but we're not going to talk about that. Then I cut out the photo he always uses and then I put it on the background. Then I added a red circle on the screen because he always puts a red circle. And then I added a white shadow around him and then it was finished. So for the next thumbnail idea, it's how to make thumbnails like Alicia Marie. So I opened the Superimpose Studio app, then I put in a old screenshot of Alicia's channel and I made it blurry. Then I opened Phonto and I typed in 1 million, then I changed the font and then I added a stroke. Then I opened back up Superimpose Studio and I added a picture of Alicia and then I added the YouTube logo. So for the next thumbnail idea, it is how to make thumbnails like the Merrill twins, specifically their in real life series. So I found a background just like ad, and then I added a photo of the Merrill twins onto it. Then I saved it and I opened it into Phonto. Then I typed in real life and I added a black stroke and then I added a blue background box. Then I typed in episode 4 in yellow and added an orange stroke. Then I added a little emoji. So for my next thumbnail tutorial, it is how I make the thumbnails for my baking videos. So I take photos of the food that I made and then I make a collage with them in a Superimpose Studio app. Then I open the Phonto app and I add my text. So I added DIY treats and then Valentine's Day. So then on all of my words, I added a black stroke. Then I added a heart emoji and I put a pink shadow behind the heart emoji. Then I put a pink shadow behind all my other words and I was done. So for my next thumbnail tutorial, it is going to be how to make a thumbnail like Summer McKean. So I took photos of an apartment just from Google and I made a collage on Superimpose Studio. Then I added a picture of Summer and her cat. I added a black shadow and a black stroke around it. Then I opened the photo into Phonto and I typed out her title and a yellow and then an orange and then I added strokes and I made it look like it was coming on top of each other and then I was finished. So for my next thumbnail, it is how to make thumbnails like PewDiePie. So I opened the Superimpose Studio app. Then I put a photo of fire in the background. Then I added a picture of PewDiePie. Then I added a yellow stroke around PewDiePie and a yellow shadow. Then I added a picture of a police siren on the thumbnail and I added a stroke around that too. Then I opened the thumbnail in phonto. Then I typed "it's over" in phonto, and then I added a stroke, and then I changed the font and it was finished. So for the final thumbnail, it is how I made my channel banner video. It's the thumbnail for that video. So for the background, I got a watercolory background from Google. Then I added pictures of channel banners on top that I made. And I added a stroke and a shadow around each banner. Then I arranged them and added them like all to the bottom. Then I saved that and opened it in the Phonto app. And then I typed in my text and I added strokes and shadows and I was finally finished. Okay, so that was the end of my video. If you enjoyed, you should like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my Twitter and Instagram and add me on Snapchat because I had every single person back. And my goal of 2019 is to hit 30,000 subscribers, so please subscribe to make that happen. Okay, goodbye! Okay, so that was the end of my video.